Me to speak. My name is Will Caden. I'm the managing principal at Sustainable Technology Institute. We're a small business located here in Richmond. Oh, I'm sorry. My home address is 4513 Hargrave Court, and I'm in Glen Allen, 23060. We're a small business located here in Richmond with a focus on renewable energy and energy efficiency through installation and education. Through the current Dominion Power energy conservation programs, we have been able to hire an additional 12 people to our workforce. With more of these types of programs focusing on energy efficiency and renewable energy, our company alone would be able to double that number. When it comes to energy efficiency, Dominion has made a great effort in implementing these current programs. Energy efficiency is one of the most cost-effective ways for us to meet our growing demands for electricity. By slowing the rate of demand growth and delaying the need for costly new power plants, energy efficiency programs have proven time and time again that the cheapest kilowatt of electricity is the one that never has to be produced. These programs save ratepayers money as they are less expensive than building supply-side resources, and they have additional benefit of avoided fuel and emissions costs. Yet Dominion's current resource plan projects that the company will only achieve roughly half of the Commonwealth's goal of reducing energy use by 10% by 2022 based on 2006 levels, and only a 1.3% reduction by 2022 from programs that are already proposed or currently in place. By comparison, neighboring utility Duke Energy has agreed to achieve 1% energy savings annually. This projection also falls short of the company's own earlier projections, with 42% less energy savings than the company projected in its 2011 IRP. We all know that Virginia falls way behind surrounding states when it comes to renewable energy. With little help this year from the General Assembly, we are left dependent on Dominion's Power's solar purchase program, which in its inception was thought by many in the industry to be outdated. With renewable energy credits trading at a higher level than they were when the program began, more of our clients are beginning to shy away from a 5-year contract where they lose the RECs only to net 4.5 cents per kilowatt hour. And the PPA program, which is geared toward commercial scale, only having a cap at 50 megawatts. Solar resources combine the greatest raw potential with the smallest environmental footprint of all power plant technologies available. Solar energy is a powerful job creator. Nationwide, the solar industry alone has created in excess of 119,000 new jobs, and our company here in Richmond would be able to hire many entry-level and experienced solar installers. Distributed solar generation offers unique benefits to congested areas like Northern Virginia and Hampton Roads because smaller installations that provide power where it is needed the most can reduce strains on the grid and avoid the need for costly transmission line upgrades. Despite all of these benefits, Dominion's preferred energy plan does not include any new solar installations and evaluates customer-owned distributed solar at very low levels where the 1% net metering cap is reached only in 2038. Even Dominion's fuel diversity plan only includes 220 megawatts of solar energy by 2028, an amount that falls short of the 735 megawatts that regulators have required Georgia Power to add by 2016. Big changes need to be made in order to stop playing catch up to other states. The federal 30% tax credit expires at the end of 2016. Unless we work together on this issue, solar will be non-existent in Virginia. If a company wants to become a solar installer, it is very difficult to succeed in Virginia now, and most will fail or secure work in other states with more aggressive renewable energy plans. We believe solar is the future, and with prices of materials dropping and installation techniques becoming ever efficient, solar can be installed with a reasonable return on investment. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Caton. Any cross? Okay, hearing none. Thank you, Mr. Caton. Yes.
My name is Francis Hotsell. I live at 1261 Wall Hawthorne Way, West Virginia. Just real quick on way of background, I've operated power plants, fossil-fired power plants. I have developed power plants. Also consulted to a number of utilities, NextEra, First Energy, First Energy, and Entergy. So I think I have a good sense for the electric utility industry and the risks associated. I want to make 2 points. One is specifically about the Dominion IRP. I believe that their analysis and their data is flawed, and therefore it needs to be frankly redone. 2, the lack of a competitive market in Virginia is really a disservice to all ratepayers in Virginia, and I think you can change that. Maybe you're not going to unregulate tomorrow, but you can create market opportunities. And I want to provide you a few data points to just inform as to why that makes sense for Virginia and why the Dominion approach and their analysis and their IRP is not in the interest of Virginians. Just going to focus in on one technology today, but I think a lot of discussion, there's been a lot of discussion about energy efficiency and the cost effectiveness of that. Obviously, conserve is sort of a no-brainer. And other technologies, but let's just focus in on solar. A lot of people talk about solar. Here's a couple data points. In North Carolina, public data will show you that unsubsidized PPAs for solar are coming in at 7 to 8 cents. Okay? That is power that's coming in at peak, and it's displacing capacity. So it gets capacity value and it gets peak energy value. In Georgia, PPAs are coming in at 8 to 8.5 cents. In Minnesota, which certainly has less solar resources than Virginia, an independent judge and the PUC found that a proposal by Geronimo Energy, 100 megawatts, came in at a lower all-in cost than gas-fired generation. They compared this 100 megawatt solar proposal to gas proposals that were coming in to this RFP. And they found that to be a lower cost option for them. And by the way, all these examples I'm giving you, and then there's Austin Energy that PPAs are coming in at 5 to 6 cents. West Texas, good southern source. By the way, all these numbers I'm giving you are unsubsidized numbers. There's no state subsidies involved in these numbers. So what's the takeaway? Dominion should allow the market to decide what the real cost of these resources should be. And creating market opportunities, you don't have to deregulate that, but creating market opportunities, requiring Dominion to put out competitive RFPs. There's lots of different ways you can do this, but let competitive forces come in here and compete for providing electricity to customers in Virginia. Otherwise, you're basically saying that Virginia will be the first time in history where a regulated monopoly will provide a better cost solution to its customers than a competitive market. So I would just encourage you to find ways to create market opportunities for these technologies, and then let the market decide who's most competitive. Thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Hossel. Any cross? Hearing none, thank you, Mr. Hossel.